Janisha.
And I'm Glenn, and on today's show we have hip-hop trio S1.
And one of the hottest pop rock artists here, Alysha. Right now on The Drop. Laughing for no reason.
Our next guest is so hot. She's a powerhouse vocal talent, and she's here to kick it with us. Welcome, Alysha.
Alysha! 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 Hey, girl. How are you? Congratulations! You sharing with us today?
Hey,
Hi.
it's girl power on this stage right now.
Yes, it is. Hand in, girl power.
Girl power. One, two, three. Girl power.
Okay.
Anyways, let's talk about you. How is it being a singer at such a young age in this business?
It's amazing. It's great. You know, I've always been singing since I was really little. I started off at 2 years old, and it's just, you know, now I'm 16, and it's just
16. Only 16.
But you know, it's just crazy to see how, you know, my career's changed throughout the years and everything, and it's just evolved, and it's great to be here right now.
So you, that Celine Dion and Mariah Carey were your musical influences. What made you decide to go rock? Because they're not rock.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I grew up listening to, you know, Aretha Franklin, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, Etta James, you know, but, you know, with my age and everything, pop music and the rock and everything, and I think, you know, I pull a lot of the influences from all of their talent and everything, and I just created my own style, and, you know, it's got the rock influence and the R&B and
Your
everything.
own vibe.
So my own vibe, yeah.
Your very own vibe.
My own vibe.
Did you ever sing in the shower with a hairbrush?
It was remote
That's
control.
so blunt. That's so blunt.
I'm just being raw and real.
I had a mirror in my room, and I had a little remote control with a hairbrush or whatever. Got my little stuffed animal set up, and
You sang to them?
sang to them.
Your own little concert.
Yeah.
That's
Those are
awesome.
Care Bears.
Care Bears.
So you are 16 years old, and I know you've been doing this for a really long time. Did your parents always encourage you to be in this business and sing, or
My family has been so supportive. I mean, I've got like a huge Italian family and Spanish family. It's just like they've always been there for me and so supportive. My parents they've been there since, you know, I was 2 years old, and they've just been supporting me ever since. And it's just, I'm so lucky to have
That's
them.
incredible.
It's incredible.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, because when you have family that supports you, I mean, you've got a support team, you've got your incredible talent, and there's just no stopping you then. So
Yes.
that's awesome.
I'm gonna keep going.
There you go.
Keep going.
Keep going.
How was it? How did you meet Babyface?
That's an interesting story. Back in 2000, I won an online competition with Tonos.com, and Babyface and David Foster, Celine Dion's producer, and Carol Bayer-Sager, they were all the founders of that. And so I won the competition, and I flew down, and I went and recorded in Babyface's studio and David Foster's studio, and Babyface actually sang backup on my song, and I was just all like, oh my God! It was crazy. It was so fun.
Back to David Foster. So I read that he put Celine Dion on the phone.
Oh, yes. That was
Okay, and she's like your
my idol.
idol, inspiration. I mean, and you were only 12.
Only 12.
And he puts her on the phone, and what did she say when she heard
was
your
just
song?
like, I didn't know it was her at first. And he's just like, okay, just say hello. He had it on speakerphone and everything. And I was just like, okay, hey. And then all of a sudden I hear her voice, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Celine. And I was speechless. I'm never speechless and everything. I'm always, you know, yapping about something. And so just, you know, it was just like starstruck. And she said I had an amazing voice and everything. And I was just going, oh my God. And it was so amazing. It was just something that's going to always be with me. It's just so incredible.
You're so lucky.
What do you think of young artists like JoJo singing about adult themes like relationships, stuff like that?
Well, I was, you know, I started like a long time ago with my singing, and especially when I was 12 years old, that was an issue with me. You know, it's like, what do they sing about? Like, you know, in that age, and it's like you don't really experience that kind of stuff.
Barbie dolls and
Barbie dolls and Beanie Babies. And, yeah,
Beanie Baby.
but
That's a different one.
yeah, that was the big thing. But I mean, I think, everybody, even at that age, they have their own, drama and relationships and everything at their own level. And I think, there's a lot of kids that I know, like, 13, 12, 14, that are going through that kind of stuff, maybe, on their own level. And I think that, as long as it doesn't get to, the...
Too far.
Yeah.
Then, it's cool. I think it's good because they can relate to you.
I wanted to ask you, but as far as your album and your songs, I mean, what do you like to sing about the most?
I just like to sing about, feeling confident about yourself and, just feeling good and just really uplifting and just, just to be positive and really feel good about yourself. That's how I...
What an inspiration! She's only 16 years old, and she's out there, and she's doing music to inspire kids. I mean, that's the way to go.
That is the way to go.
Approaching stardom.
Yes.
That's Alysha. Our girl Alysha is going to perform next, and The Drop has a tight video for you, so check it out.